Thank you for joining me. This is Bill Gray. I'm with Washington State University, the Engineering and Technology Management Program, Master's Degree Program. Okay, the Graduate Certificate in Systems Engineering Management at Washington State University is a holistic, robust approach to the design, creation, and operation of systems. And system engineering consists of the identification and quantification of the system goals, creation of alternative system design concepts, performance of trade studies, selection and identification of the best design, verification that the design is properly built and integrated, and post-implementation assessment of how well the system is built and integrated. The system engineering part of it deals with the systems as an integrated whole, and it's comprised of diverse subsystems, functions, and works to optimize the overall system functions and achieves the maximum compatibility of all the elements that compose the system. So that's the aim of the graduate certificate. Covers many of those topics, and I want to just show you some of the other activities in this certificate. The complexity of the modern system really has demonstrated that we really can't rely on the original abilities to work a project. It takes something like system engineering to come in and integrate everything and to make sure that all of the requirements that are set up from the customer needs are met, and that the customer is pleased with the product that they receive. So the certificate focuses really on how complex engineering projects should be managed, and also includes tools on how to handle those large-scale complex engineering projects. And we're looking at a sustainable environment, and this really overlaps with the technical and human disciplines characteristics as part of these projects. So all the abilities, as we call them, the producibility, the safety aspects, all the humanistic aspects, as it talked about here, all those are included as a part of the management portion of this particular course and certificate. Okay, what does the course consist of? Well, there are actually 4 courses that are required. One of them has a choice. The first one is EM 564, which is project management, and I'll talk a little bit about each one of these in the following charts. There's EM 565, which is the Introduction to System Engineering Management. That's an overall view of system engineering management aspects in a system engineering and a project environment. There's EM 566, which is System Engineering Analysis and Practice. And here we discuss some of the analytical techniques, get into more detail on decision analysis and those activities that might help in doing trade-off studies in an environment where we have the system engineering activities of a program. Then there's a choice between EM 530, which is Applications of Constraints Management, or EM 590, which is a Design for Product and Service Realization. Okay, each of these are 3-hour semester credits, and the Introduction to Systems Management, the EM 565 course, we look at the design and the manufacturability and the operation of complex systems and how those particular activities really present a change to managers and the challenge that they need to accept as far as managing those particular areas. We have schedule problems, we have cost constraints, and many times we push the state of art of the technology to try to come up with the best solution for a customer as far as their product is concerned. This course is designed to assist students and those working in system engineering, also knowledge which is essential for the management of new and modified complex system development projects. The System Engineering Analysis and Practice, which is a 3-credit-hour course, also employs an interdisciplinary approach, and it means to enable realization to successful systems. It focuses on defining customer needs and required functionality in the development cycle, We follow the development of requirements all the way down from the system level, clear down to the most smaller elements in the work breakdown structure. And then we look at the documenting requirements, proceeding with the design synthesis, and then reliability improvements, considering many of the tools, mathematical tools that are needed as far as the analysis and the practice of system engineering in a particular program. EM 530 is the applications of constraints management, and that is a 3-semester course, and it's can be considered really as a chain of interlocking activities or a network of interlinked events. And what we're looking at here is the productivity of such a linkage as that, and it's limited by the weakest link. And it's a good concept as far as making decisions and trying to find the problem that we're looking at in systems engineering, and also create the breakthrough solutions and planning the implementation of those particular activities. So the constraints management is a part of the overall certificate program. One of the options then is EM 590, the design for product and service realization. And this is another 3-semester credit course. And various techniques are used to identify those opportunities for improvement in development of comprehensive product design. And there's key issues here that are looked at: competitive product development and design optimization. Look at quality function deployment, which you probably heard of as a QFD, design for assembly, and product variation, failure modes, and effects analysis. All these things really fit into the system engineering part of product management, project management. And this is a good supplement along with the constraints course as far as the certificate goes for system engineering management. So look at the certificate and what it really does for you. It formally recognizes your systems engineering management capabilities. It's a discriminator. It can really aid in obtaining your promotion or your next job in your company. It provides a competitive advantage in your career, and it furthers your professional development, and it demonstrates your commitment to continuing educational work in your own field. So System Engineering Management Certificate at WSU, I believe, is a good founded program. It's based on quite a bit of work that's been done in this area, and we keep up with the literature as far as new developments, talking also about the enterprise system engineering management that's started to take hold recently in corporations. So if you'd like some additional information shown here on the next slide, your complete application procedures are located at the website for the Engineering and Technology Management Program, and that's shown here as the website. There's a WSU Graduate School website that you can obtain the materials to enroll in the graduate school. And for more information on the whole ETM program and also the certificate, you might want to contact Patty L. Shafi, and her phone numbers are given there. Also, I am the instructor who teaches the system engineering courses, and my name and William Gray, Bill Gray for short, and my phone number is shown there. I'm also the Washington West Coast focal point for the program. So if you have any questions really about the program, if you're on the west side particularly, I'd be happy to meet with you. I do visit major companies on the west coast from time to time, and usually try to announce that to the existing students or through a newsletter that's sent out. So hopefully, if you have any questions about the program or the information here, please give me a call or an email. And you'll find my email is wgray@wsu.edu, which is really pretty easy to follow. And if any luck gets through, it'll get to me on my email site. Thank you.